Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's Monday, it's Minecraft Monday, and so I'm of a mind to have a little bit of a dabble. Yes, that's right, it's Minecraft Monday again today. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, it is. Isn't it? Great, let's get going. I don't know. I hope your week's been good. My week's been quite positive, and if you remember last week, what we were doing in Minecraft is that I had a big structure, which is a whole room which we created, and I needed to duplicate that throughout the design that I was doing. There are easy ways of doing this, and I'll show you what those are today. So I have to just do itching of my back. Ah. That's so much nicer. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to jump into the game. Now, let me show you where we are right now. Okay, so here are two rooms. If I go into the one, you'll recognise that it is the room that we created last week, which also has a lovely cross window. It's not very cross, it's not angry at all, really. And it has the nice bathroom with the running water and everything that we've sorted out, and the windows in there. And that's lovely and wonderful and brilliant. Next door to this, you'll see we also have another door. This is new. This is the new bit. If I open that door, you'll see it is exactly the same, even down to the pictures in the wall, as the room that we've just come from, the bathroom and everything there. And if you're going to build something like a hotel, then this is the sort of thing that you're going to want to be able to do to duplicate the content of rooms and then copy them to somewhere else. Now, if you are on a server, they might have access to a thing called World Edit. World Edit is brilliant, but at the same time, it can be rather annoying as well, because you have to know what your coordinates are and type numbers in and things. So what I'm going to show you today, really, it won't help you much if you're on a server, but if you're on your own local machine and you're doing this locally, or if you're doing something that you're able to upload to your own server, then this can help enormously. Now, you'll have to bear with me for a second. I'm just going to close down Minecraft there and open up MC Edit, it's called, and it's free and it's available on GitHub. And if I make this the right size, you'll have to bear me for just a second whilst I set this up in here, because I've just realised I need to add a screen capture, and this doesn't happen very often. I'm usually quite good with stuff, but no, apparently not today. So that's what it is, and there, and yeah, okay, so right, so that's MC Edit. And we're going to show the mouse and show mouse clicks. That's brilliant. Okay, and as you can see, we have got a pretty basic blank screen here, with some options that we've got around here, and we're going to open up Stevenstown. You can do this really easily by opening up or using quick load or whatever, but Stevenstown is the one that we're working on. And as you can see, if you right click and then you can move around like that, you can use your normal WASD and then up and down, same controls as in Minecraft, but you can actually go through the surface of things. So there's the room that we were doing the other week, and if we go down again, you see this little character there. That's my character. That's where he starts when I log into Minecraft, and that's not going to change. But here, you see, we get the option of using different things. So this is quite cool. So this is all probably going to look a little bit confusing at the moment, because I just need to mark a point out here. Right. And we'll come down here. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the block, and that's the block, and we're going to expand that so that it's the length of this. Now, if we now hover over this selection that we've just made, we can expand it up, and we can expand it down and across if we need to. So if we expand it up that way, we can go in here, we can make sure that actually if we take that out, it's not going to go through any of the bits that we've just done. And outside we want to pick up to there, and actually what you realise when you get outside is that outside needs to be expanded down by 1. So basically what we've done is we've drawn a 3D square around the elements that we want to copy. And to easily copy that, all we have to do is... That's not a glitch of the computer, by the way. That's a glitch of me. I sometimes glitch. It's a problem. So all we've got to do now is just copy that. And then you'll see top right-hand side here, we get a little import thing, which we can save or we can delete. Now, because I've taken both walls, what we want to do to make sure we don't lose anything is to overlap this when we paste it in. And I'm just going to show you how we do that now. We just paste. You get a big green box that lets us go up and down and left and right. And we click once, and it lets us slot that in where we want to go. I'm just going to take this across just like that, and then when we're ready, when we're happy with what we've got, we press enter, and it does it for you. It's done everything that we need to there. So we want to do that again because we've got, you know, as many rooms going down. I think it ends up that's far too far. I think it ends up being about 6 rooms across. As we have floor space, and we've got quite a lot of floor space. So let's do that again. We'll paste in here. Paste. Oops. Now here you see I've got a bit of a problem with how I'm laying it out. So I can just go, okay, we'll put that down there, and I can actually grab it and drag it around once it's in. To put it into the right position, so you know, so that it's not wrong. That's the wrong way. Let's take that back 1, and obviously far too far down. There we go. And you do have to be a little bit careful. You have got to make sure that what you're doing is right and looks right. And if you come outside, look, you can see that it's adding the windows and things in at the same time. So let's do that. Let's enter that, and there you go. You can see it's added that room back in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can get another room in there as well. If not, we'll figure out what we're going to do after that. So we'll paste another one in. Really simple, really easy stuff. And again, we overlap the one. Oops. Hello. Overlap the one, take it down 1. Make sure that it's right outside, and then press enter. And there we have our list of rooms. Now, I don't think we can get another one on there, but I'm not going to give up without trying. because that's important. And what we want to see is it expanded too much outside? And actually, if you look at it, no, it isn't. It's right in the corner there. So the only thing we're going to have to do is tidy up these squares down here when we get back into Minecraft. Now, the other thing about this is that because I've copied everything the one way round, oh dear, let's sort of escape from that. What we're going to do is we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're just going to do it on this side instead. So we'll take our thing, and you see all I did was just click on that picture there, and it lets you import the item. And actually, you can save items that you want to import. And we'll take it down like that. It's got to be one square in on this side. And we will, where are we getting on? We are going to mirror it, flip it. Oh, okay, so yeah, none of those. Rotate it. And I can't remember how to do this. But I know you can... Right, we don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. Has that rotated it the right way? If I now flip it. Yes, I think that's it. I think that has done it. Right, so we want that there. And we want this. Let's just make sure, let's take it up one and then down one just to make sure that's right. And then we've got a space there. Okay, so let's go outside quickly. Let's just make sure that we should have... Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, I'm going to enter that now. And then... That didn't work. So a quick Control and Z. And it started working for us again. Now this is the most difficult bit to do with these. It really is, unfortunately. Oh, you can see now that I've got this all right. That should be right. That's looking better. That is looking much better. And if I come in here and just check that I'm not... No, that's the ground is on the ground. I can do that there and there. Right, now we've got that. Importing it again. Same thing now from now on. Exactly the same thing. We'll import another one onto the ground. Take it... No. Take it back until it's in line with that one. What did I just do? Oh, I went too far. Right, and then enter. And it's getting difficult now because I'm interfering with other bits of this. So we'll do that again. Import. Let's just place it, because we can always take it back and the right way. There we go. Now I've also got my iPad with me today. And you'll see why in just a minute. I've got a bad feeling I've done this wrong. I've got a bad feeling I've done most of this wrong. Well, we will see in just a few minutes, because this needs to be, that needs to be right against that wall. So yeah, let's see what happens. But I've got a feeling I've been lining them up so that they are next to one another, and that's not what I needed to do. And I think when I put this last one in here, it's actually going to stick out of the edge. The only way of doing it, the only way of figuring out if that's right, is to kind of try it and see what happens. Yeah, see, as you can see, there's a lot of, you see, 1, 2, 3, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's not enough space for the 6th one in here. And just to show you what we mean with that, 6th one should be sort of here and out like that, but it's not working, you see. Oh, hang on. I've done something wrong here. The one problem about using this program is that it can sometimes be a little bit tricky to actually see what you're doing. Especially if you're kind of new to working with 3D and you're not working, in the right kind of environment for it. Oh, I see what I did. I didn't lock that other one in. And you see that here's the problem. Look, you've got this problem now where the bathroom and the other room is in place. So how do we deal with that? Well, one thing you could do is sort of delete it all and start again. But actually you don't have to. You do have to sort of do all that copying again, which is kind of annoying. But if you line everything else up with this side, which means there, and do that, what you could do is then just keep going along. In fact, I mean, I could select all of this and just delete it. It would work exactly the same way. What I think I'm going to do, because you see the bathroom here will be just completely cut off, which is not what we wanted at all. But what I think I'm going to do is just sort of keep copying along, maybe. Oh, actually, I don't have to. I've got this. That's better. There we go. Because the other option, of course, is just to delete all of this, which might just be a bit easier in the short term to kind of see what I'm doing. Ah. Oh, hang on. Maybe this is what I need to do. For some reason, I've lost the... Ah, there we go. I don't know where that disappeared to. I'm fairly new to using MC Edit. I've used it for a couple of things before, but not very much, and so it does sometimes mean that I'm not 100% au fait with it, but that's all right. I'm sorry if you can hear the fan going on in the background. It's It gets rather hot in here with the computer on, so that's just something I have to live with, unfortunately. Okay, this is coming together now. When I say coming together, I'm basically meaning, right, I think I know how to erase the mistake I've just made. Terribly. Oh, I did the wrong thing there. That's a shame. Let's get back in here and have a look at where that floor is. Okay, that floor's fine. That needs to go out that way. I can come up here. And where that is, we'll just scoop that just to here. There we go. Oh, and of course that needs to go down one because of the problem I'm going. Right, so we're going to delete blocks. And that has left empty blocks for us to play with. And oops. And we're going to play with them by importing these again. So, sorry, yes. Sorry if you were following this at all and trying to do anything with it, because I've just messed this up completely. But never mind, because the basics are still there. So that's what this will look like. That's good. And I'll just have to do a bit of finishing off along that side. That's fine. That's alright. We can live with finishing off. Okay, so let's do that again. Oh no! I have made a cardinal mistake yet again. I just want to make sure that's right. That's right. That's it. That is perfect. Brilliant. Okay. You might realise this is a little bit of a mess at the moment what I'm doing, but then... unfortunately, I am a little bit of a mess, so that's how we roll. Not always easy to see things when you're using MC Edit, but if you're not used to 3D, or rather, if you're not used to the maths behind 3D, which is more important, you can benefit from using something which is more graphical, and after a while, it does become something. Well, it does become easier to use, you know. Now, can you see the other mistake I've made here? It's very simple to see, actually. That all of these things that I've just put in, I've set too low in the ground. So this actually needs to come up here before I can actually get to the thing that I want to do. Oh dear. It's one of those days, unfortunately. Things are going wrong because I am making them go wrong. Oh, hello. Let's put that in, because that's where we should be. So if this happens to you, one of the other things you can do with MC Edit which is quite nice. Oh, actually, let's just deselect all of that. Is you can take what you've got there, and you select all of it. I can come back into the building now and just have a quick select of that. And what I want to just do is check that I've got, yeah, I've got all those bits that I wanted to have. And then hopefully we can how do we do this? Copy that. Cut it. Oh, delete that because we've got another one here. Oh, where am I? Okay. Now if we come along here, we can paste in these rooms. And this time make sure they all match. Because the problem here obviously is that there's a gap in the floor, and I didn't take that into account when I was creating the rooms. So let's do that. Again, let's quickly go outside and just take a look at the outside of this, because you know we might need to take another look at this and go, actually no, this would be better if we did this, or you know, maybe we need to do that or something like that. But generally that's how you copy and paste. Now there's a few things we're going to have to fix in here, so let's go and do that now. You can deselect all of this stuff because we don't need it anymore. We can go menu, we can go save. Like that. And then we are going to close down MC Edit and take a second there to open up Minecraft. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos. This one didn't go as quite as smoothly or as easily as I thought it would do, but then some might say that's half the fun. I don't know if I necessarily agree with them. I'm not sure. I'm just making this a bit bigger for me so that I can see a bit. That's better. That's much better. Let's go to single player. Stevenstown, which is where we were in the first place. Building the terrain there. Downloading the terrain. Oh, okay, don't do that. That's a silly thing to do. Right. So, what do we got here? We've got a thing that's still building itself. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. There. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms there. So we've got all of our rooms. Now, we've also got a little bit of a problem here, as you can see, but we'll fill this in. It's going to be really simple. We get some red sandstone. Just want normal red sandstone. And we'll start here. Now, in theory, we could do all of this in MCEdit, but as you can see, MCEdit can be a little bit tricky to use. There is an MCEdit 2 which is available. Unfortunately, that keeps crashing my computer, so I haven't gone for that at the moment. But again, it's a good program. It really is a good program. So we end today much like we end any other day, with lots and lots of floor to fill in. Lots of mistakes that get made along here as well. Anyway, I will do most of this later. But for now, let me just do this one row here. And then we could take a look in some of the rooms and make sure the outside is right, and make sure that... oops. I think we're nearly done. I think we are actually done. I wonder how many videos have been made of people just putting blocks in like this. I mean, there must be quite a few, you would imagine, wouldn't you? Excuse me. No, we've had a bit of a problem with some of the paintings and things in here, which, because everything's in a different place, and maybe it didn't like that. But we will sort all of that out in good time. If we come into the other side should be fine. Yeah, the other side, there's no problem with them at all. And here, yeah, we've still got painting problems, perhaps because I did something horribly wrong there. I don't know. No, but they like it here as well. It's just where it's tried to flip the thing around, it hasn't quite worked. But they're very minimal changes compared to the fact we don't have to build all of the rooms again, which I think is a godsend. We will head outside, because there will be a little bit of work to do outside, so we can head off to the penthouse again. Here we are. And this is the windows. Windows are all looking good to me. We did make a note we'd have to replace these. Which is fine. Windows for the other side as well. They all seem to be right. I think maybe something is slightly different on the other. Yeah, it's slightly different. We need to get rid of some of the slabs on here, but that's fine. It's we go that one and that one, and actually maybe those need to be there like that. Let's just go and check the other side. Yeah, that's all that's needed. Look, and again, it's probably because we've been messing around with the code of the thing, and we turned it around and all sorts of stuff like that. But it's, you know, again, considering that we haven't had to rebuild a whole room, it's the work of a couple of minutes to put this stuff on. And obviously there's a little bit of tidying up that we need to do, but in general, that's it. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's show. I hope that it's something that you might be able to find useful. Remember, it's MC Edit, and if you type that into Google, you'll find it. That's where I found it. There's a latest version which works with the latest version of Minecraft at the moment, and there's a version 2 which has got a bit of a slightly different interface, and if you're on a computer that isn't as sort of old and crumbling as mine, you'll probably work pretty well, I would think. So anyway, until next time, I hope you've enjoyed the thing. If you do, please send us a comment. We love hearing from you. Please also like, share and subscribe, because those are the things that make us happiest. What I really love to do, we've increased numbers so much recently. We've jumped from 100 to 136 people at the time of recording who are subscribed to this channel. I would love to get more people, so that if you're subscribed and you're watching this, go and tell somebody about it. Go and tell somebody how great we are. And if we're not great at all, just don't mention us. Just pretend we don't exist. But let's say we're great, and we're great, and go and tell your friends about us as well. And hopefully we'll grow bigger, and we'll get more of a community, and we'll be able to do some other things, and maybe some giveaways and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be doing something or other on Twitch. It's a little bit of a special stream. I haven't announced what it is yet. 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights, Rocket League with Vimus and Willowin. There's various different Battle Cattle things that are happening throughout the week. Do follow us all on Twitter. Me is Steve_Meller, or you can follow Battle Cattle UK on Twitter as well, and they'll give it to you as well. So, on Twitch tonight and tomorrow from 7, that's twitch.tv/Mr_Stephen with a PH. And then Wednesday night, we've got another Division video coming out for you on this channel here. And on Friday night, we've got another Batman video for you coming out on this channel here. Until next time, everybody, thanks very much for watching. Make sure you do all those socially exciting things, like telling people about us again. And I'll see you later in the week. Bye.